Hi, it's Getting Baked with Di, and it's time to make our cannabis pesto. Here, I have in this bowl 2 large cloves, or you can use 3 smaller ones, toasted pine nuts. You can buy them in these little packages, and then you can actually toast them the last 10 minutes in the toaster oven while you're decarbing your herb. I also have, with the 3 tablespoons of toasted pine nuts, I have my decarbed herb. A lot of this is stems that I've been saving. Waste not, want not. I also have a cup of fresh basil from my garden. Very easy to grow. I have olive oil. You need about 1/3 cup of olive oil. And then salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to use a white pepper because it gives it a little more spice. If you're vegetarian or a meat eater, you can use also freshly grated Parmesan. If you're vegan, just leave it out. You could actually put in some nutritional yeast probably to get that cheesy flavor if you wanted. Now, let's get started. I have a blender, and I'm going to put our dry ingredients in first. We've got our garlic, the pine nuts, and our decarbed herb. I also have my Pineapple Express Indica concentrate. These stems are sativas, so I'm going to get a hybrid effect from this. All right, and we are going to put that as well as the cheese in here because I love cheese. And remember that when you're seasoning this with your salt and pepper, Parmesan cheese is extremely salty, extremely salty. So be aware of that. Next, we're going to add our other herbs. We've already added the cannabis herb. Cannabis is an herb. And now we're going to add our basil. All right, it's about to get loud in here. Let's get pesto in. Put your lid on good and tight, and let's go. There we go. All right, going to start adding oil. And this will start to get things emulsifying. There we go. All right. A little more extra oil. Little at a time, and it will start to incorporate. Okay, I'm going to turn it off for a minute, and we're going to push down these basil leaves. I'm just going to get it open. That's the hardest part. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. Push these down. Get them down in those blades. Always make sure it's turned off. Also, I've got my concentrate, and I'm just going to squirt it right in there. Now that we have the oil, don't do this until you get the oil in there. You can get your syringe warmed up under hot water for just a minute, and it'll start to come out a lot easier. This has had time to get cold. And if it's yours, you can do that. Alrighty. Got a good little bit here, and I'm just going to take a leaf and wipe it right off onto it. Well, easier said than done, isn't it? There we go. There we go. All right. Let's get our lid back on. Make sure it's tight. And it is not, so let's get it lined up. There we go. Back on we go. I'm just giving it some pulses to get those leaves in there. There we go. Woo! All right, it's incorporating. I love my blender. Makes great smoothies. A cannabis smoothie a day keeps the doctor away. Right. Let's just move it down a little bit. And also we want to add some salt and pepper at this point. Oh yeah, it's looking good. You can chiffonade your basil beforehand if you want to, just to make it a little faster. I'm being lazy today, so I don't want to. All right, I'm getting a little bit of salt here in my hand because I want to control it. I like sea salt. We want to make sure it goes in well, and I'm just getting like just 3 little pinches and some over the shoulder for good luck. I don't know if that works, but they say it does, so I'm doing it. Don't mess with tradition. And I like white pepper. White pepper hits your palate differently than black. It's still pepper, but it has more of almost a smoky flavor, and it's spicier to me. So it's actually a secret weapon in a lot of Asian cooking. So if you want something to have a nice spicy flavor, add the white pepper. You'll love it. Okay, and if you're high, make sure that you get this lid on correctly. Yes, I'm high. Okay, here we go. Woo! Let's go! Oh yeah, it's mixing in there. You want it to emulsify. You still want to see your basil and your cannabis. Something that would be lovely. And once we get home grown in Florida, I will be doing this. But those of you that are lucky enough to grow your own, you get the big sucker leaves. They're not going to give you the psychotic effect, but you will get a CBD effect from them. But you get those big sucker leaves and put those in here. They give a fresh, green, herby flavor, and it's delicious. You don't decarb them. Just throw them in with your decarbed herb. You'll love it. You'll love it. Let's give it another whirl. Gonna be good. You can use this in any Italian cuisine. You can use it in, oh, it's perfect. Pastas, a caprese panini, that's like my favorite thing. I love to order those. And it's basically just slices of mozzarella cheese and basil on panini bread with pesto. It's fabulous. All right, guys, we have our finished product here. Look how lovely that is. And we're going to give it a taste because I'm going to put it on a piece of pizza. Now, you know, frozen pizzas are really boring. They are. But you know what isn't boring? Frozen pizza with Cannabis Pesto. It's delicious. You've got those citrus pineapple-y notes and the lemon haze, OG Kush that I got from True Olive. Oh, it's fabulous. Pineapple Express concentrate from Liberty Health Sciences. So good. And I love that they both give discounts for those that are disabled or veterans, for those that are, and most dispensaries do in Florida, and for those on food stamps and such. Really helps. It helps me be able to medicate. Anyway, this is delicious. Make your very own cannabis pesto at home and put it on pasta or sandwiches or pizza, whatever you want. It's a delicious way to be legally medicated. So let's get baked together. Stay tuned and hi. Namaste.